Shalom, shalom. I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the ones out there that consider faith of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and the ones that's keeping their perception sharp, knowing that the days are evil, and man, keep your prayer, you know. But this word perception been on my mind for some time now, and our perception is always getting sharper and sharper, changing, developing, and I want to get ahead and get into the definition and expound on certain words, because you see that the more and more we walk in this faith, that we need more patience, which patience means to suffer, but with that suffering we get through our sufferings we get glory, right? We get understanding, and which is a gift from above, So this is a perception of the online etymology dictionary. So this is perception, noun, late 14th century. Perception. It says understanding, a taking, cognizance. Right? So you gotta think like cognizance, taking cognizance. So what I did was so cognizance, so I'll just get straight to the definition. Device or mark by which something or someone is known. Right? So you can be known by your mark or device, or just basically your conduct. It says recognition, late knowledge, right? Acquaintance, recognize, knowledge. It says wisdom, right? It says to know, to get to know, recognize. Yeah, so it says to know. Yeah, so it means just to know or recognize, right? So it says a taking, recognize, or taking of, like, So it says perception, apprehension, right? Like that's a taking, and then there it goes. Right after that, it says a taking. That's what it means. Because when you're apprehended by the police, they're taking you. They basically raped you. So it says a noun of a action person stems from to perceive. Also use the literal sense of the meaning intuitive or direct recognition of some innate quality. Right? So intuitive, so we had to look up that intuitive, and it means perceiving directly or immediately. So your intuitive thinking or your intuitive thought is like perceiving directly, like you've seen this before. You immediately knew. Intuitive, past participle stems from Latin. Look at, consider, to look at, watch over, a word, uncertain origin, meaning self-evident, right? Yeah, because you probably been through it, or you seen somebody that been through it, or you just know. Some things you just know. So I got innate twice. Yeah, so it says, to self-evidence. So self-evidence or directly recognizing, basically recognition is to recognize of some innate quality. I think that's the word But innate means to be born with. I deleted it by an accident. But yeah, the word innate, so I had to look that up. And innate means to basically be a natural at it. Like somebody like has natural capabilities, like he's a natural. That's what the word innate means. So like, so in this truth, man, you have certain walks in life to where, man, men over us, even some men under us, man, they have that innate or direct recognition of some innate quality, whether poor or good, whether rich or rich or poor, man. Some brothers will be able to have that innate quality of recognizing certain things, or have that intuitive that self know, or like they see that man got strong faith. So when I was thinking about that, some scriptures came to mind. So I get ahead and, well, before I get that, because I was thinking about Esau, but we're already here. Fuck it. So this is Hebrews 13 verse 17. Well, I'll start at 16 because this is good too. It says, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifice of the Most High is well pleased. So yeah, those sacrifices are well pleasing to the Lord, because you're constantly in communication with the people that are a representation of the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says, obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So yeah, don't be a nigga, or don't be bucking up and acting a fool, man. Because even Yahweh Shai said, basically, do as they say, but don't do as they do. Right? Because some people are profitable for others, but not unto themselves. Right? Not all wise, not all great men are wise. You know, like they could be wise towards you, but not to themselves, and that's it's not profitable, right? Man losing his soul to gain the whole world, man. That's basically what that type of deal is, right? So I was thinking about that. Yeah, like yeah, respect those men, because I was thinking about because they have traveled far and more greatly than we have. Hold on, Slakia. I know it's 34. Verse 34:9. This is Sirach 34 verse 9. A man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. Right? So a lot of these brothers that's over us have traveled, they know many things because they traveled far and great. And when brothers speak, you hear the wisdom being laid out. Man, it's beautiful. And Ezekiel talks about people love to hear it because it's a lovely song, right? You think about songs and how like people play out their part, and like musicians, so like a masterpiece. Sometimes when you think about masterpieces, it's just like everything is an art, like even food, how they set up the table and have the forks and knives positioned in a certain way, and they display the food. That's a work of art, right? Like majority of the things that we do is a work of art. But not to go too far off, but these brothers, man, they're a work of art, man. When I have traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. That's Sirach 34 verse 11. It says, when I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. And that's these older brothers, man. Older brothers and some younger brothers, when they have concerns, they watching out for the flock, especially if it's being filtered through the scriptures. That's the first thing. That's how you know it's of the spirit, because the scriptures are being pursued, right? So I was oft times set in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. Right? Of these things we're going to be saved by, right? Because we have hope, man. Certain things be played out over time, but yet we believe because it's being filtered through the scriptures. The scriptures is the main key point of what we do. 1 second. Just get this Proverbs 4. It says, here we go. This is Proverbs 4, verse, I'll start at 5. It says, I'm gonna start at 4. Proverbs 4:4. He taught me also and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And that's the whole perception thing, man. We perceive that day by day we need to grab that 1%. I forgot where I was. Okay, that was First Thessalonians. I was reading something earlier, and that was basically saying it was a precept to First Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4, and I think like towards the end. But let me just try to get that real fast. This was not planned, but it's all through the Spirit. Let me see, I'm trying to find it. I just remember. Well, I don't want to make this too long. We'll start at, we'll just start at 1. First Thessalonians 4:1. Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahushua, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk, and to please Yahweh Shemiyah, so ye would abound more and more. Oh, I think that was it right there, more and more, because it was like, what, you want to abound more and more, and that was it right there. That's the Spirit, you shall abound more and more, and that was like, yo, that's a clear precept to 2 Corinthians 4, towards the bottom, talked about day by day, right? Yeah. I'm gonna start at 14. Knowing that he, Slakia. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 14. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahushua raised up us also by Yahushua, and shall present us with you. For all things are yours for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, rebound to the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And that's the whole thing that brothers was talking about, that 1%, we were being renewed day by day. What? Because it says, it was talking about how Paul was saying that he's going to keep going because he says, look, this is verse 15. For all things are for your sakes, that ye abound, that the abundance of grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, rebound to the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So yeah, that you could get ahead and bounce back towards Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So he says, for which cause we faint not. Right? So it ain't fainting because they see the growth. They see the plants growing. They watered, and it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that gives the growth. So they know they got to keep watering, right? To keep feeding the flock and things of that nature. Yeah. See, but that was the perception that Paul had, man. You see how things is, how everything comes together, man. Man, the scriptures is beautiful, man. This is the true life. This is where we really live at, this is our excitement, so to speak. But but just getting into perception and stuff like that, like how we can see the beginning, the middle, and the end. The end is the most important part, right? Because I was ahead and I was thinking like, yo, it's not going to be good for Israel in the up and coming days, man, And something that we perceive is that they're going to be willing under their power. We're going to get that too, but let me get ahead and knock this off. This is Proverbs. It was 27. Slovakia. Proverbs 27 and 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? Because we see that we're going to be infamous. We're not going to be famous. Being infamous is being known for something bad. But technically, we're going to be infamous for something good, right? We're going to be persecuted and cast into prison and concentration camps and being wrongfully accused. That's what we signed up for, you know. But yet, we got to go back to First Thessalonians, because it was something down there I was reading, and I was like, was it that? I don't think it was that. Ah, man. Let me go back. Because I was talking about how we put, man, what am I doing? 27. Yeah, 12. This is Proverbs 27 and 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, we're going to see that we need to hide ourselves. We're not going to want to be out there and having on fringes and stuff like that. And, you know, that's going to be basically a whole setup point to get ahead and target the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, not the black Israelites. And, yeah, man, prudence we're gonna see the evil, man. That's what we perceive. That's our perception, that we're gonna see this evil and hide ourselves. All right, let me get ahead and get Revelation, because this is one of the key points, man. We're trying to hide ourselves to protect ourselves, and other people want to get ahead and promote it, and then promote it in such a foul, horrific way that where it's embarrassing. Revelations 19 and 10. I fell at his feet to worship him and said unto him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. And you know, the spirit of prophecy is what is going to get these people hooked. Not only these niggards, but also the elect, you know, and that's one thing we're striving for. What is to just cradle and take care of the elect. Other than that, we don't care about you, you know, and that's how the Lord set it up, because a lot of people don't care about the Lord, you know, and how the Lord wants things to be played out. People want to just do things according to their own will. So what? The Lord gave them to their own heart's lust. Psalms 110 and 3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and in the beauty of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. So the people want to be willing in the day of our power, man, you know, and we're going to be looking good, man, in the day of our power. It says, in the beauty of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. Yeah, man. You know, but the whole point of the matter is our people going to be willing in the day of thy power. Why? Because they seen the stuff we've been speaking, and now they're gonna humble themselves, and then they're gonna have to get with the program, you know, because we're gonna see in these last days what is what and who is who. Right, so this is the last scripture. This is Ephesians 5 verse 13. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. Whatever comes to the light is to be taken as knowledge or understanding. Therefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. Right? So we're risen from the dead. We got the light. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Right? Yeah, the days are super evil, man. You look at every which way you go now, it's evil, man. And what? Babylon the Great has made it to where everybody could come up with their own evilness, and then have it coined as like this is their type of evil. So you have to acknowledge their evilness. No. Verse 18, be not drunken with wine where is access, but be filled with the Spirit. Yeah, man, because being drunk all the time get ahead and messes with you, with your perception. Things ain't clear. You may think it is, but it's not. All right, stuff messes with your whole equilibrium and your whole cognitive thinking, which Esau is constantly trying to attack. And that was we'll just end it here though. But I hope you was edified, motivated through the Spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I would like to end it off, but giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the honors to the apostles, elders, and shalom, salutations to the ones out there with the sincere faith of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.